Welcome all. So today is Guru Purnima, where I think a lot of people have been sending their blessings, and I've been seeking my blessings from all the gurus, whomever I know. I thought I'll just share you what exactly is Guru Purnima, and how is this tradition, how is this particular day so important, and what are the significance, the historical part of it, because everybody gives a different version. So I thought I'll just share the history part and the significance of what is being practiced and what you can do in today's world, what way it is relevant to us. So if you go actually to the very long time back, when I'm just referring to thousands of years back, when man was in the cave. So when he was, it's going to be a story, so you'll have to listen to it, and then we will connect it to the present world. So thousands of years back, we all know, we all have come from the cave people. So most of the time what they do is, in the daytime they come out of the cave, they go, they do hunting, and then they come back, and the male member used to cook the food, and female member were mostly nourishing the taking care of the children's and the local domestic part of it. So they had a lot of time, so they engaged themselves in the art, they started observing the nature, and they started worshipping the nature, because whatever was threatened to them, they started worshipping it. Okay, we have that human tendency, no? When we really don't like anything, when it threatens our life, we try to surrender and pray, no, please leave me, I just want to be alone, I think this is done. So same thing that time, during that very early human evolution stage, a lot of that time the fearful thing were obviously snake was one thing, lightning, thunder, fire, forest fire. So all these things they started worshipping. So that's how human beings have started to worship nature. We all were worshipping nature. So that is the fact. That is a scientific fact even now. Even all the scripts talk in that way only. We were worshipping nature. If you really look into the script part of it, they really don't talk about temples or rituals. Mostly it's all about the scientific practice with common sense. That's what they do. The Vedas and everything which talks about, it's just the way how we need to interpret it. That's it. They told us in a story so that we can remember it. That's all. So that time, since they have lot of time, I think one man who was sitting idle probably have sat for a long time, and he started observing nature and learning from it, and that's when he discovered a lot of things, like whatever nature is doing, if he's trying to replicate it, and he could able to get the result. And that's how yoga came into the picture. And then he was able to sit and close their eyes, and for a long time, so they found an inner calm, and they were able to sense the nature. It's more about protecting the race, and it's more about understanding the nature. So that's how the first self-realization process has started. So they were quiet, they didn't have anything, there was no WhatsApp or Facebook or no invaders, nothing. They were very long time. Only thing they had only two urges. When they want to have food, they went for hunting. When they have their bodily needs, they just went and did an energy exchange with one of the inmates in the cave. That's it. It's all about procreation. That's all. Since procreation was so important, staying more number of people in the community is so important. That's when they started worshipping the reproductive organ as a god, because that is the key. If without that they can't expand and they can't protect the group of people, so they need more people to protect them. So that's one person who went travel to the higher altitude. He felt more calm, more calm. So as generations, finally one man finally reached Himalayas, and he started meditating. That's when he realized the purpose. He know the purpose of human being, and that is what he is called as Adi Yogi, because he's the first person to actually go into that trance state and connect his inner conscious to the universal conscious and understand the purpose of existence and other things. That's what we call him as Shiva today. So now over a period of time, the story is transformed, modified, and now we all treat him, some people call it as it's more an illusion. Whatever it is, that's how it's being told till now. So that one person who made that human being can realize, and he can stop the purpose of birth and life and death, and go into stop the reincarnation part. So when he was in the blissful state, and I think people who were nearby, that a lot of people came and saw, there was a amazing bliss. One man was calm and very was extremely tall and body color was very different, and he had very different kind of hunting gear, and they wanted to understand how he's in that blissful state. And he just didn't say anything, and he was ignored every human being, and he was in this calm, happy, or not even happy, it's blissful, permanent blissful state, and he was in that state like half eyes open. So they remained with him for almost 84 days, 84 years, for him to come back to his conscious and talk to him. And then finally he foresaw the human race might get erased, and he instructed those 7 people to collect all the seeds of that particular region. So because of the biblical flood he could foresee in his vision. So all these people sat in a boat with that knowledge, whatever he's transformed to them, and they kept it, that seed, and they recreated the world. That's what the oral knowledge, stories, history says so far. If you actually compare this particular instance, there is also a similar instance which Bible quotes, and same thing goes with other scripts also. So in particularly now the new collective religion which is called Hinduism, where they particularly call it as Matsya Avatara, that is the one of the avatar, fish saved them. They all refer to a biblical flood here. We'll talk about 10 avatars, the meaning out of it, the scientific meaning, the spiritual meaning out of it, not the story part of it. Then you will really understand what we are doing now. So that's how the Guru system happened. The teaching, when this person transformed his knowledge to the 7 people, we call as initiation, which happened on a Guru Purnima day. That is more of a monsoon time, the equinox time. That's when they started. So this day, all these 7 people, they have their own lineage. They were constantly told to travel continuously and spread the knowledge and bring sense in the human being. That was the purpose. So what they do is they constantly keep traveling in a year, particularly the region where India, where we all stay here. All these people, luckily most of the things happened here in this particular region, continent. So during this time, mostly around this July, August, September time frame, it's a monsoon time. So they would plan their trip such a way that these gurus, teachers would travel 8 months around the world, wherever they could go. Constantly they were teaching what they have known, guiding the people, and they were also learning constantly. So wherever they went, it's not just giving. There is no one in the human life can say that I am an enlightened soul, I am a guru, I know answer for everything. You can ask any modern age guru or anything like, say, where did human being come from? They'll give you a vague, confusing answer. You will never come to a conclusion. Or if you ask aliens have come here, they might give a vague answer. The clear-cut answers are there with us. We are just not ready to listen to it. So these people would travel, share their knowledge, practice it, and they come back and they learn. And this time, the Guru Purnima day, where they actually sit for 4 months in their own ashram, that's how they schedule it. And all the disciples in the ashram would come to him, and that day he would again start sharing his journey. Like he would say, this and all I have learnt it so far. These are the things I have taught you. So this is my upgradation. These are new things I have learned. So now I am going to integrate it. This is what I meditated upon it and I found a solution. This is what you will have to upgrade your knowledge. It's nothing but a knowledge upgradation evaluation section. That's it, session. That's what he would do. So obviously knowledge is something the ultimate. So people take the Guru's blessing and he would share it to them. That is what they did. The 4 months became 2 months now. And now it become more like a celebration. Like we celebrate birthday for no meaning, which is a wrong day, which is not even a purpose. So like that, a lot of useless days are there. I would not say useless. It's like more like a it's a very short history. It's done for more of a marketing or economical reasons. Apart from that, historical or spiritual significance are very less. All important days are either connected to a nature's transition, or it is some spiritual person's birth or death, something related to it, or a victory of an event, something. That is all we do it. So that's how Guru Purnima day is the history of out of it. So now coming to today's world, now Guru means itself, it's kind of a very dangerous world today. When you say somebody like I have a Guru, they'll like immediately start looking at you like a cult, or people might keep a distance from you. Only those Guru followers would actually follow you. And there is a disciple to disciple fight. Okay, I follow this Guru, your Guru is having a lot of controversial issues. My Guru is away from controversy. They have made it so political that Guru itself is kind of a very abused term today, or a mentor or a leader or whatever it is. So let's understand the meaning of Guru. That was what I want to share to everyone. Guru is a person who knows your future, who understands your purpose of birth, and he knows what kind of tools you need to realize your full potential, to make you realize it's what he thinks doesn't matter. He will make you realize in a process why you have taken this birth again in human form, and why you are connected to him, and what is the things you should have to do, so that you cleanse and clear those karma in this particular. That's the purpose you've come here. You have not come here to create new karma, like say I'll have family, I'll have more kids and more karma, more issues, no more problems. No, that is byproduct. You're creating new things, but that can be ended in the same life cycle when you know how to cut your cords exactly at what time. So this person would guide you, make you realize, and make you realize your inner Guru. The whole journey is not about taking you to a Himalayas or make you turn into a Nagori or anything. No. The job of a Guru is to make you realize, see the Guru inside you, where you realize your own soul. The moment you realize your own soul, your whole journey comes to an end. The world is completely looks detached. That's how it is. So that is the Guru here. If you have anyone, there are only 3 Gurus. If you actually met Guru, this is the definition all the Gurus would say. I've been fortunate to meet many Gurus, and I'm constantly been in touch with them. They're guiding me all the time. So there are only 3 Gurus. What they say is the Guru is the universal conscious. The person who made human being realize it, the Adi Yogi or the cosmic energy or whatever we call it. The second is the Guru, the person who connects the dots between you and the conscious. He's just a transmitter. That's it. And the third Guru, the most important Guru, is inside you. It is called as seat of Solomon, or many places where you call pituitary gland, or Amrita comes from that place, or DMT, whatever they call. It is in center of your head, the exact spot where your soul sits. So to make you see that soul, now you think I'm a body. This is a skin, because we always look for verification. But the same thing, if you are in a coma, you don't have a body. That means you are not dead, right? Your soul is still there. The whole purpose is to go inside and realize who you are. The moment you go inside, you see an emptiness. And when you go inside and connect with your soul, I'm talking about the 9th sense here. The moment you go and even for a microsecond, you enter that particular spot, you will instantly see many things. And that connection is your connection to the cosmic energy. So technically you're connecting, you're not going out to search where is the cosmic energy, attending WhatsApp courses or programs or workshops. No, these are superficial ways. It will only give you temporary answers. The moment you go in and connect it, you will realize the cord connection between you and all the living and non-living things around you and the universal. Then you know you are a part of a grand chain reaction. That's all. So that's all this whole purpose is all about. So being on a Guru Purnima, what all the rituals we can do here is, it is nothing but you will have to sit and realize what kind of lessons you have learned in this 1 year, from last year to till this time. What have you learned to upgrade your soul, elevate your soul? What kind of people came in your life? What kind of lessons did they teach you? What kind of lessons you taught them? What you thought they should realize it? And what are the tactics you did to make sure they understand their journey? It doesn't have to be right or wrong or ethical, or it is everybody's own way. Every Guru has its own method of handling it. You just need to evaluate all those things and see, have you spiritually progressed towards your inner self from last year to this Guru Purnima day. And then you might have some followers, you might have some people who listen to your advice, who might constantly come and learn from you. Now whatever you learned it, you are going to upgrade that and share that with other people. So this process will start on the Guru Purnima day, because it's been thousands of years this practice has been done. This is on this day they do. A very common sense reason is why they were not doing that 4 months gap is during this time it's a rainy season, they can't travel. So that's when they sit in the place and they sit around the guru, and he states he shares the experience, and he takes the literature, the ancient script, and he would run through it again. Because you're not reading it one script and all, even normal novel, anything book, when you read it, once when you read it, you learn you are a different person. The same book, after a few time when you read it, you are a very different person. It constantly gives you new knowledge. The same book. You might all have experienced. Then think about the ancient script like Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Ashtavakra Gita, or Bhagavad Gita, or Tirumandiram, or Tiruvasagam. All the things are scientific documents told in a beautiful story, narrative form, so that we can remember. That's all. So now you reread it and with the people, group conscious, and you learn it and share the experience. In today's world, how we can celebrate this? You really don't go online and book an appointment in a corporate NGO or spiritual NGO, spend some money in a ritual and sit around a person, and he'll give you some knowledge which you have read it, and you are not, it's not going to help you. Is he going to elevate your soul? Ask yourself, have you progressed in spiritually? What kind of siddhis you have attended? What kind of let go process have you done so far? What kind of card cutting you have done? What kind of detachment have you learned? What kind of spiritual experience have you enhanced? If nothing is there, no, you're sitting in a wrong place. Mostly you'll have to sit alone with yourself and go deeper into you, in your subconscious. Be in a gratitude and cry it out to all the people whom you met in your life, because everybody whom you meet in your life is not a random people. Now theories have been coming up. Everybody comes there for a reason. Most of them, they would give you an experience. They will give you a lesson. Some people might come to repeat it again collectively together to shake your belief system, so that you realize your true potential inside you. And some people come as a stepping stone. If you actually look at it, everybody whom you meet in your life is a stepping stone of your towards your inner self. So it's nothing that this guy was bad, this woman was bad, this relationship was bad, this friendship was bad. No, nothing is bad or good. It's just your assumption. Because of these people, you are right now in this very safer position, and you are far better. If you think you are already in a worse position because of these people, think about people who are outside, who don't even have that opportunity, who do not even have proper food, who do not have a proper cloth to cover. Like for example, in India, every time, constantly, at least every 2 hours, one person is dying out of hunger. I'm talking practical reality. And every 4 hours, a woman is being abused sexually. It's here in the place which is happening. Media doesn't talk, or I doesn't talk, or you have not seen it, doesn't mean the world is revolving in a very happy zone. It is happening. The point the point now here for us to realize it, all these events happen to us so that we are in this position. So that we have to thank every of these souls, every incident of your life, good and bad, whatever it is, everything has happened with your own reaction and with the whatever your blueprint is. So they all have taught you a lesson, and they all have constantly elevated you to a next level or next perspective of life. So this is the day for you to revive it. So it's more like a psychological process, I would say. I recently went for a Steiner's biography thing, where they did the workshop on the aging process of experience and identify the patterns. Technically, if you go, that's exactly what this Guru Purnima day is all about. You will have to go back and figure out what all the lessons you learned from last year, and what way you're better, how you see the world better. And this is a day to show gratitude. Call the people, whomever, good, bad, or anyone, whomever you feel have contributed to your life's growth, your soul purpose growth. Not just he helped me in that time to give money, no. He helped me to be an emotional support, no. Did he make you realize your purpose? Did he make you rethink about your life? Did he push your buttons? Because when you actually sit near a guru or learn anything, constantly you are being pushed out of comfort zone. If you really work with a real spiritual guru, the first layer, usually you see a calm and smiling face. That's what we always see. Guru is like some person who will never get angry, you can do anything. No. They constantly push your buttons. They will make sure you don't have buttons anymore. You don't react to any of those emotions, or you start seeing things beyond emotions from your birth perspective. That is the person whom I call as Guru, or any person. It might happen from anyone. Even I learn lessons from my son, I learn from lessons from my daughter, from small children. I learn lessons from the people whom I see around. Every time I see a tree, I get a lesson, something, the way the wind is blowing, how ants are moving. Constantly we are learning. We just have to open our eyes and start looking at. Once we start observing the world as a watcher, as like an observer, without forgetting ourselves, and see how things are like a play, there's a full of lessons here. So this is the day for us to initiate that process. That's what I would say. Review it. And the second task you can do is to call them and show your gratitude to them. The real happiness of a guru or a person is, it's not about how many people called him and asked his blessing, or how many people wished him. No. The real happiness of a guru is when you follow what he said. When you follow, even you don't even have to remember him. When he taught you something which is going to, you know that is an answer, you know that is the ultimate knowledge, or some of it will give you one step above from where you are, and if you follow it with sincerity and with gratitude and dedication consistently, that means your whole blessings, constantly you receive blessing from that guru's conscious. Even from a human level, if he doesn't want to wish you or do it, it doesn't count. If you are sincerely following what he says, you are showered with blessing constantly from your guru. And out of your wish, if you want to call him and seek a blessing, great. But follow what he said. That is the bottom line here. That's what I would like to share in Guru Purnima Day. Do share your knowledge and your experience, and maybe you can share how many people you consider as a guru and why, what way they transformed your life. Be very vocal and expressive. This is the day to share it. Okay. Guru would know who would follow him or not. His conscience would tell him the moment he sees the name or a photo, or he can connect it instantly if he is a spiritual person. But normally it is a good gesture to exchange those positive energy. So with this I concluded this topic on Guru Purnima, and I'm sure a lot more knowledgeable people are there to share their wisdom. I'm eagerly looking forward to learn from everyone, and please accept my gratitude and sincerity to all the people who watch here and all the people in our community. I have learned a lot of things from you all. I'm constantly a work in progress, and I'm sure next year, when I meet you next video, I'll have some lot more things to share and lot more things to learn from you. Thank you and happy Guru Purnima. Bye.